Hi, I'm Shristi. So a few minutes ago, this article popped up on Google Now on my phone, and I had a quick read through it, and I thought, you know what? I'm feeling so wrecked today. Had a pretty intense gym session this morning. Had a boxing class followed by shabam, and that's like an hour and a half of pure pain. And I thought, you know what? It's time to do something a little bit fun. Let's check out this new brisket thing that Bloomberg have come up with. They reckon it can do pretty much anything. It's a combination of a traditional type of web page and a spa web app as well. So let's have a look at this. Let's see what it's all about. It's apparently really good for SEO as well, and it allowed Bloomberg to build some of their web apps out in just a few months. So, these kind of things, I look at it going, that sounds kind of fun. It'd be cool to check it out and see what it's all about. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not sure exactly how this video is going to go. I'm just going to kind of make it up as I go. And let's see how we go. So I see there's a GitHub link here, so I'm going to start with that and let's see where that takes us. All right, so this looks like the Bloomberg repo for Brisket, which is this JavaScript application framework. Looking through here, if you guys have used Mean, you'll notice the structure looks kind of similar to files that we're familiar with and we've seen before. You've got your package.json, which tells us that this is a node-based project, which is cool. There's a grunt file. We're familiar with grunt. It doesn't look like there's a Bower file here, so it's probably just all NPM type packages that it's using. Let's have a quick look down through here. We can see that it uses Yeoman, so we've already got Yo. If you've installed the Mean Stack before, you probably do already have Yo. We will need to install the generator for Brisket from NPM, so we can do that. And you see that there's that -G, so that's something we install globally. We're going to obviously create a directory once we've got the generator, and then we're going to sort of create and start up this app. Now, having a quick look through here, I can see that there's some different parts of Brisket. So we've got creating servers and routers. Looks like there's a server side to the app and a client side. There's controllers, models, views, things that if you've been working with the Mean Stack, we should be able to do this, right? So we should be able to figure this out and see if we can at least get the basic project up. Now, we'll say again, I haven't done this before, so I'll just figure it out as we go. So I've got Yo installed already. I'm going to grab PowerShell and bring that over here. Go ahead and just install the Brisket generator. So that's just npm install -g generator -brisket. All right, so let's give that a try. All right, awesome. So as we know, when we've got the command prompt come back to us, ready for our next command, I'm going to change directories and cd into the directory where I usually put most of my apps. So I'm just going to go over to that and then just follow the rest of this. So I'm going to make a directory. So mkdir, just the name of the directory that I want to create. So I'll call it, let's call it Brisket starter. That will do. Cool, so I've created that directory. I'm just going to cd into that directory. Brisket starter. Cool, so you can see that I'm now pointing to that particular directory. So what I want to do now is use the generator, the Brisket generator, and use that to actually create a new Brisket app, and then obviously use grunt to get up and running. So Yo Brisket, what does that even mean? Grunt. Let's do that. So Yo Brisket and then grunt. So that's two commands. Ooh, doesn't like that. Doesn't like that at all. So what else can we do instead of grunt? Oh, okay. Well, I'll do them separately. So I'll just go. Um, I'm sure there are lots of ways to do this better, but you know what? Today I'm gonna just keep it simple. It's all done. Hang on. What does it say? It says I'm all done. Running bow install and npm install for you to install the required dependencies. If this fails, try running the command yourself. So, okay, so what it's saying is it actually is still running. Oh, there we go. So we can see a few things popping up. All right, so we've got Brisket running now, or at least the starter app, kind of set up and installed for me. I do need to run grunt to actually start the server because, like I mentioned before, I sort of left out the second part of that command there. So I just run. Oh, that's not your Brisket. Run grunt. Oh, didn't like something. What happened here? Let's have a quick look through this. So, all right, what else can I do? What I'll do is I might actually just open it up and have a look at where it's actually failed and see if there's something I can do to actually get that to work. So, let me open up WebStorm. So I'll just bring WebStorm around here. Just open up my project. There you are. Just give that a minute to index. Okay, while it's doing that, I'm just going to have a quick look at some of the issues, see if there's any current issues that people have been posting. Just do a quick search, see if Grant is posting any issues to anyone else, or if it's just me. And just having a quick read through this. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, that's cool. We can just bypass it quickly just to see if we can get it running. So let me do that. Ooh, there's a little poem. That's cool. Favorite town is Brisket Town. My favorite server is a plate. Okay, that means I have no idea what that means. But let's have a look at the app. So we're now listening to port 8080. And I did see that just before. Actually, I'll have a quick look through here, see if there's anything else on Grunt. Don't see anything specifically, so I'm just going to jump back. Go to Brisket. Just feeling a little lazy today, so I'm just going to go straight to there. Ooh, okay, so this is Brisket. I'm a little disappointed, kind of. I thought there'd be a little bit more, maybe something a little prettier. I don't know what I was expecting, but okay, let's see. So that's Brisket, obviously, that's our header or of some kind. So that's kind of our brand, if you like, if you want to equate it back to a mean.js. You can check out the sides. So standard route, eat mac and cheese. Okay. Routes with Ajax. Okay, so you notice the difference there with the load. So that Ajax change has loaded kind of like an SPA, so a SPA app, and we've got an error view. There was an error serving the page. Okay, so that seems really simple, and it's like a nice little example. WebStorm is finishing indexing now, so I'll have a quick look through the actual app structure itself. Let's see what's going on here. I was looking for something fun. Come on, where's the cool stuff? So let's have a quick look through what we've got here. So server.js, again, I'm just starting at the bottom. That's generally where I'll start when I'm looking at one of these things. And let's see what we've got. So we've got Express, which is cool. We're familiar with that. We've got Brisket. We've got our ports. Side data. So side data, green bean casserole looks like this thing over here, so we could possibly change that. So, you know, while we're doing this, let's change it up a little bit. So, what do I want to call it? Let's name it after my boxing class this morning. So, boxing, and then followed by shabam. Shabam, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of like Zumba, but it's a little bit less Latin. It's a little bit more pop. So yeah, it's pretty much a full-on cardio dance workout, which is pretty fun if you ever get a chance to give it a shot. What else do I have? So we've got some images here, so that's fine. I'll leave them. We've got reference to public, which is probably where most of the app will live, I imagine. We've got two parts of the app, so this is interesting. We've got node modules, so we're familiar with that. So that's obviously linked to our package.json file. Have a quick flick through that. So there's not much going on here. It's actually pretty light in terms of dependencies, which is cool. What else do we have? Use API, expresses router. Get side type, so this is just the side data, which is probably referring to this. So let's say we wanted to add something new here. I imagine we could just follow the same sequence, although these are like food. What kind of food do I feel like eating? How about some chocolate? And the next class that I'll be taking is body attack. Ooh, it should be cool. So let's see. So this is just basically grabbing the side data, the params, the type. So that's fine. That's just looks like it's sending that back as a JSON response. Creating the server. So that's actually setting up the server itself. Favorite town and a plate. Okay, so these look like just variables, like configuration variables. That's fine. Original request was for options request path, so that's options is being passed into here from somewhere. Is that somewhere on this page? Unless it's just configuration variables, possibly not. That's something that I'll have to figure out. Request and response, sending the file, and this is for errors, I guess. So the last is just the console log of the app being up and listening. So not too dissimilar, but the structure is a little bit light. Light on, I guess, if you compare it to something like mean.js. There's a lot of stuff in here that you wouldn't normally see in here, like an array full of data kind of objects, which are then passed back and then displayed on this HTML. So there's probably some HTML somewhere which actually brings all this together. That's our error app. We did have a quick look at JSON. Grunt file was what failed on me before. So let's see if there's anything. Doesn't look like it's overly exciting for what's happening here. So having a look at the app at the top here, let's have a quick look through these files. So we've got base, client errors, home, layout, routing, server sides. Start with home. I imagine that's where I'm going to find this view. Yes, here we go. So welcome to your first Brisket site. So if I change this up a little bit, let's see, welcome to, might just change it to your list of gym classes for the week. All right, so it looks like that the value that we put in before actually isn't even kind of looks like it's being populated here in any way. I'm not really sure exactly how this thing fits together, but I guess you know, the point of having a look at this today was just to see what Brisket's all about. I imagine it's powerful if you've got an idea of what you're doing with it. I'm coming into this without really having any real idea. I'm sure if I played around with it a little bit, I'd pick it up. It does make me a little bit uncomfortable with so many HTML tags in JavaScript files. Like, um, that just seems a little bit wrong coming from Angular. It just feels like there's just too much kind of I don't know, mixed up templates and stuff seem to be a little bit mixed. So that makes me personally a little bit uncomfortable, but that may be absolutely fine for something if you're interested in that. So I think I'm going to leave that here for today. That was a nice kind of departure from my day, and I better get back to actually doing some work. So look, I hope that helped in some way. And please check out possible.com for more details. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you again soon.